Let me ask you a question. Why do some people earn 10 times more than others? Is it the economy? Is it luck? Is it their background? No, the answer is far simpler, and it's a truth that can change your life if you let it. You are not paid for your time. You are paid for the value you bring to that time. Everyone gets the same 24 hours. The rich, the poor, the young, the old, the clock is the great equalizer. The difference in results, the difference in income, the difference in impact, doesn't come from having more hours. It comes from what we pour into those hours. If you want your life to change, you don't need the economy to change. You need to change. To earn more, you must become more. It's a simple law of the universe. You don't get the harvest in the fall by simply wanting it. You get the harvest because you planted the seed in the spring. You tended to the soil. You pulled the weeds, and you watered the ground all summer. You must first work on the cause before you can enjoy the effect. The marketplace is a fascinating place, but it's not a sentimental one. The marketplace does not respond to need. If it did, the poorest people would be the wealthiest. The marketplace doesn't care that you need the money, that you have bills to pay, or that you have big dreams. Showing up with empty pockets and a list of your needs is not a strategy for success. The marketplace is not your mother. It doesn't pay you an allowance because you're struggling. It responds to one thing and one thing only: value. The formula is unbreakable. Value comes first. Reward comes second. Contribution must precede compensation. The world pays for solutions. It rewards people who can solve problems. Think about it. Two people can sit at the very same desk, in the same office, working for the same company, yet one earns 5 times what the other earns. Why? Because one of them brings more value to the hour. They bring a better attitude, more skills, more energy, more ideas, more solutions. They have made themselves more valuable. So, the first place to look for a pay raise is not in the company policy, but in your own personal philosophy. This brings us to a profound truth. All change starts from within. External circumstances don't shift until your internal reality shifts first. Your mind, your spirit, your character, that's the soil from which your future grows. So many people are busy looking for external opportunities, searching for that lucky break. But the real opportunity is found by looking in the mirror. Success isn't something you go out and find. It's something you attract by the person you become. What makes up this person you become? It starts with your philosophy and your attitude. Your personal philosophy is the sail that guides your ship. When the storms of life hit land, they will hit for all of us at S. Your philosophy that determines whether you end up on the rocks or in the harbor. Your attitude is just as powerful. I call it the librarian of your past, the speaker of your present, and the prophet of your future. A powerful attitude can turn a disaster into a learning experience, a setback into a setup for a comeback. Now, let's talk about skills. Skills are the tools you use to build your future. And here's the magic of skills. They multiply your value. One skill might open a door for you. But when you start stacking skills, combining them, you become rare. You become unique. You become irreplaceable. There are 3 major skills that act as incredible multipliers for your life. First, communication. And I don't just mean talking. I mean the ability to connect with another human being, to persuade, to inspire, to articulate your ideas with clarity and passion. Second, leadership. Leadership isn't about a title. It's about helping the people around you do their jobs better. It's about lifting the entire team. If you can make others more effective, your value skyrockets. And third, discipline. Discipline is the bridge between your goals and your accomplishment. It's the willingness to do what needs to be done, when it needs to be done, whether you feel like it or not. And here's the best news. All skills are learnable. You're not born a great communicator or a great leader, you become one. I've often said that if you study any subject for 1 hour a day, in 5 years, you can become a national expert on it. Think about that. Just 1 hour a day. It's not a question of aptitude, it's a question of dedication. This all leads to the great law of contribution. The size of the problems you are willing and able to solve is a direct reflection of the size of your income. If you solve small problems, you get a small reward. If you solve massive problems, you get a massive reward. Service is the channel through which your value flows out into the world. The fundamental question to ask yourself every single day is not what am I getting, but what am I becoming, and how can I serve more people more effectively? The universal law works by giving first and receiving second. You must plant before you can harvest. Average effort will never command an exceptional reward. Excellence is not an accident. Excellence requires an obsessive attention to detail, a constant refining of your craft, and a willingness to do the unseen work that others are not willing to do. But skill alone is not enough. Skill will get you in the room, but it's your character that will keep you there. Character is your invisible value. What is it made of? First, integrity. Doing the right thing, especially when nobody is watching. It's the foundation upon which everything else is built. Second, punctuality. Being on time is not a small thing. It's a sign of respect for other people's time, and it signals your own reliability. And third, trust. Trust is the currency of all long-term relationships in business. It can take a lifetime to build, but only a few careless moments to destroy. Your reputation is a magnet. A strong reputation built on character will create opportunities for you before you even walk into the room. So how do you cultivate all of this? The answer is self-investment. You must invest in yourself more than you invest in anything else. The greatest currency for growth is found in books, in mentors, in courses, and in quiet reflection. Self-investment compounds faster than money in the bank. A skill you learn today will pay you dividends for the rest of your life. An idea you get from a book can change your entire financial future. And don't forget the most undervalued tool of all, reflection. Experience is not what happens to you. It's what you do with what happens to you. You must take time to pause, to look back at your week, at your month, and turn your experiences into wisdom. Ask yourself, what worked? What didn't? What will I do differently next time? Treat your mind like a precious garden. If you don't deliberately plant the seeds of knowledge and virtue, the weeds of mediocrity and neglect will grow automatically. Ultimately, the goal is not to chase success. The goal is to live as an asset. What's an asset? An asset is someone whose very presence increases the value of everything and everyone around them. When you walk into a meeting, does the energy go up? When you join a project, do the standards rise? When you're part of a team, does everyone perform better? That's what it means to be an asset. Value isn't a one-time burst of effort. It's showing up consistently, day after day, to improve yourself and contribute to others. Let this be your new philosophy. When you make yourself indispensable through constant growth, selfless contribution, and unwavering character, the world has no choice but to reward you. Success is not a mystery. It is the natural consequence of consistently applying the basic fundamentals. Start today. Pick one skill to learn, one book to read, one virtue to practice. Become more valuable, and the rewards will surely follow. Thanks for watching. If you found value in this, consider subscribing for more ideas to help you design an extraordinary life.